All right, I call to order our December 9th, 2025 meeting, Richland Township Board. I've sent out the packet of information. You've had an opportunity to review. If your computer was working.
Got it on.
Got it on.
She rebooted me. Right over here.
And you have a written copy in front of you. I'll entertain a motion to accept the minutes from the November 11th meeting.
So move. Second.
Motion by Bill, second by Dale. Any questions or comments? All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. There's two copies of that. One's for Dale. Next item is the financial reports for November 2025. We have bank statements, savings, bank statement checking, reconciliation, month and fund balance, bank transaction register, and budget report year to date. I'll entertain a motion so that we can discuss them. A motion to accept these minutes or these reports. Motion. Michelle, second by Dale. All right, I'll go through them. And as always, if you have a question, jump in there. We'll follow up with a question at the very end as well. First is the checking account. You'll notice in big green bold letters, statement in balancing. Yours is in color, sorry about that. And that agrees with the checking account balance of $298,574.25. Next is the savings account. Again, statement is in balance. Behind this, the actual statement from the bank there, $30,397.61. The next item is the month-end balance sheet. Rainy day funds sitting at $27,734. Township fund at $306,796.34. Donation fund at $54,5132. Township assistance at $18,789.73. Fire equipment debt negative $35,595.08. Payroll deduction at $1.48. And that number has remained stable this year. It should be stable all the time. Grand total of assets, $320,177.94. Next statement is the bank transaction register. Shows all the activity in and out of the checking account. Our normal items, a couple items of assistance going on there, as well as we're starting seeing the bills coming in on a lot of the projects that we've been working on. Any questions on any individual items on the bank transaction register? The next statement is the township fund by category. Personnel services at 90%. That's right where it should be. Supplies at 29%. Then under other services and charges, we're at 74%. For total budget year to date of spent of 75%. So right on target with that as well. A lot of numbers there. Any questions or comments? If not, I have a motion and a second for the financial reports. Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item is the trustee mileage reimbursement for a total of $81.34. I'll entertain a motion to accept that reimbursement.
Second.
Second, we'll call Michelle on that. We have
Who's the first?
Dale. I'm sorry. you have listed there date, start, finish, total miles. What's the cemetery? Did I not go to the cemeteries at all last month?
That's not.
Guess not. I've had lots of phone calls about them. But days trudging through the snow in the cemeteries are hopefully over for now. All right, we have a motion and a second. Any questions? All right, all in favor, $81.34, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We are nearing the end of the year. We have a number of projects that I appreciate Chief Hendrick coordinating and working on even yet today, getting things taken care of. Our list is down to probably only 4 or 5 items, I think. So we're in pretty good shape there. The biggest item is the heaters in the bay. Those are slated. That work should begin here shortly. They're thinking they're being able to get it done here certainly before the end of the year. We have gear lockers, we have a dry suit that's back ordered, we've got some, one more electrical line to run for the compressor, and some locks, replacement cylinder locks, but those are all within budget. Hopefully we'll have them here before the end of the year. Any questions on any of those projects? Sale of the old tanker is a work in progress. We have the state mandates the sale be to take place a certain way, which is like from 1948, I believe. Yeah, the internet wasn't around in 48, so probably a little sooner than that. So there is another avenue that another company is working on getting certification, is that the right term for it? Authority, authorization from the state to do. They theoretically have a large municipality here in Indiana that's already signed up to use them. Hopefully that will push that system along. If that happens, we should be able to get a much better price on the truck. Union Township is in the same boat as we are. We have to follow this. We will follow the state laws regardless of what any other areas might be doing, which will remain anonymous. But we're trying to get that vehicle sold so it's not sitting out here in the weather freezing up. No matter how much you try to get all the moisture out of it, it could create a problem. We've received the information for the reimbursement from the storm damage. I actually have all that. Again, I appreciate Chief Hendrick working on behalf of the fire department. Actually one of the vehicles registered to Richland Township was damaged during that storm. And so at the same time, because he was going to all those meetings and everything, I just had him file the paperwork for our cemetery damages. We should be receiving a check of reimbursement for, it's around here somewhere, 6,000, I think it is. Hold on. $67,2750 from the Homeland Security through the state. It's not a grant, it's a reimbursement. And then at the same time, we will be receiving a check that's for East Madison Fire Territory. Part of that check goes to the truck repairs, which we will, the truck is titled in our name. We'll hold that back, order the parts, and make sure that that's all taken care of. The rest of it will be given to the territory, which covers overtime and personnel expenses.
Yeah.
And when that happens, we'll have a resolution. We can't just write a check. We got to have a resolution of that. But that is in process. We hope to have that already. We have the paperwork on it. Any questions on the projects or the reimbursements from Homeland Security through the state? Is that the correct way of saying that, Josh? It's not a FEMA grant, it's.
Does it come through, so it's not federal, you're saying? It's not
It is
federal?
federal money, but it goes to the state DHS and the state DHS issues the payment.
Okay, but
So it's FEMA Public Assistance Fund, so,
so a lot for you.
right, but FEMA will supply
And that's
all the money to the state and then the state gives it to the individual.
Yeah.
that's what this is.
For
This
like the pass through.
gives the whole portion of it. And part of the territory funds, like I said, there's 5,000 somewhere, $4,000 or $5,000 worth of damage to
Yep.
one of our trucks, one of the trucks titled by Richland Township, and Josh tried to explain all that, and they're writing us a check, so we'll get it taken care of. All right, our next meeting is January 6th. That is the first Tuesday after the first Monday. Usually our meetings are the second Tuesday of the month. So we will meet on January 6th and have a preliminary close, if not a final close for December. That cuts a little close, but we should be able to have that done on our December finances. Start up of the year, getting all of our ducks in a row needing to happen. By that time, we should have our filing date for anybody interested in filing to run for township office for the final. Territory report, chief.
We had our annual awards banquet on Friday night and then our kids' party on Sunday afternoon. Station 51, both of them seem to go real well, so. Got a project going here, appreciate townships, help with all that. We've got some, the bay heaters at 51 just got done today down there as well, so. Both bays should be nice and warm after.
Everybody should be warm now.
Here, so both needed taken care of, so. We got training going on this week. We borrowed some training props from Anderson Fire on firefighter survivals. That's what they going on this week, so. And getting ready for all the snow and cold this weekend.
Any questions for the chief? How are they done down on Scatterfield and Hartman? That house, are y'all done training there?
No, we actually used it for the SWAT team today, so it's just kind of depends on what's popping up. So.
One of the developer is going to tear that down at some point.
Yes.
You know.
I haven't heard anything. Obviously, this one's gonna be after the weather breaks, but they're still waiting on one final thing for the stormwater approval to see if it's gonna, the whole project's gonna go or not. So that was,
I thought that was already all.
everything was done besides stormwater approval. And that was as of a month ago. I haven't talked to them since then. So
Are those gonna be high rise or one level or?
they're just modulars, new modulars. The layout's gonna be slightly different than what it was. We worked with them to get the road path a little bit wider too, towards the back of it, to get the fire trucks around. We actually took our Mission 52 out there one day and drove around, and they were willing to do that. They're also trying to get one hydrant on that property and see if that's feasible or not, so. But they've been good to work with, and they have that house, training house, we've used it numerous times now between fire and police, and that's helped. So.
Chief Hendrick? Mr. Moore? Anything from EMS side of life? Good. All right. Any questions for the chiefs?
How we do on the chili? Had a good crowd, good chili?
We did, yeah.
That's good.
Did pretty good on that.
Good.
Pretty much broke even, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
That was pretty good.
All right. Open forum and questions. Anybody from the audience?
And they don't wanna talk?
Nope. Bill, do you have anything?
No, sir.
Michelle?
No.
Dale?
We're happy.
I told my wife, I said, we usually about 18 to 20. We're at 15. So that's not too bad. All right, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Don't need a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you all. Appreciate your help and have a wonderful Christmas if I don't see you before then. And don't leave, we're gonna get some signatures from you.